Now, have a little listen to this.
It's reasonably windy, man, isn't it? Isn't it, though?
Do you recognise the character there? Armstrong and Miller. They made famous the Chav Pilots as part of their comedy series. And you were listening to a little bit of footage from an app or application from an Apple iPhone. And the app was made by a high-tech company based in Cirencester. They're called Neon Play. They opened in June last year and business has really taken off. Now, you may remember that I went to visit them when they started out and found out more about some of the applications that they were designing in-house. Very exciting. They've done all sorts of things. They've done apps for other comedians like Gloucestershire's Dom Jolly. They've made games like Flick Football and a golf putting game as well. And they've just found out that the 10 billionth app to be downloaded from iTunes was their app. It's a new one. It's called Paper Glider, and it's very addictive as well. Well, BBC Radio Gloucestershire's Dominic Cotter went to find out more about the company.
Well, I'm here at the studios of Neon Play with Managing Director Ollie Christie. Hiya.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm very well indeed, and I have to say the studios, stroke offices, they're very funky, aren't they? Lots of beanbags.
Well, we're making games here, so we want to try and make it feel fun. So all the furniture is white with black leather chairs, and all the other stuff is like we got some neon beanbags here and some bright coloured chairs. We want it to be a fun place to work, and there are cartoons and drawings all over the wall.
We'll go into the hub in a minute, but I'm going to take a seat for a minute on one of these very comfy stalls. Mine's purple, yours is green. Is this all part of the kind of creative process?
It's very important because you need a vibrant atmosphere to work in order to inspire you to make some really fun games. You know, it should be a fun place to work.
Well, what a few months you've had, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been a real whirlwind actually. We started in June of last year. Here's one of the guys coming in. And our first game, Flick Football, got to number 10 in the UK charts. And from then on, we've had 4 apps that have hit over 1 million downloads. And it's just been incredibly exciting. We've had 6.5 million downloads in total since we started last June.
Wow, let's have a look at Flick Football then.
Well, Flick Football was our first game, and it's a sort of bend it like Beckham type game whereby you need to curve the wall around the wall with your finger. And I'll just go into it now. It's got a sort of samba theme music as well, which you'll hear as we crack into the game.
I'm going to get my hands on it.
So there I am. I'm flicking the ball with my finger to try and curl it around.
You're a good scorer.
Too much wasted time practicing the game.
Brilliant. Well, that's Flick Football. Let's move into the hub of the operation then. And you're employing more and more people, aren't you?
Yeah, we're 7 people now. We're going to be 9 in February, and we're constantly looking to take on more people because we're growing. We can see that by taking on more people, we can make more cracking apps and keep on bringing the revenue in.
So let's just talk about that 10 billionth download for the iTunes store.
Yeah, well, this is a bit of a bolt from the blue, really. I was putting my kids to bed on Saturday night, and I had my phone on charge because it was flat. And when I put the kids to bed, I came back, and there was a missed call from America and a text message from Apple saying, "Mr. Christie, it's Apple here in Cupertino, California. Please call ASAP. We have some good news for you." And I was like, okay. And so I called them back, and it was this very nice lady from California, and she said that Apple had been running this 10 billionth app download competition, and a lady in Kent had downloaded the winning app, and it was Paper Glider, which is one of Neon Play's latest apps.
Tell us about that one.
It's a very simple game. You need to try and make a paper plane fly as far as you can. You need to swipe it with your finger to flick it out of the window. And if you get out of the window, you can then control the plane with some wind boost by tapping the screen, and the aim is to get as far as you can through 5 environments.
What's the market for an app like that? It just sounds fantastic, but is it, people who've got far too much time on their hands, or there are other people that go for it?
Well, it's not really. The thing about the games that Neon Play makes is they're casual games, so they're sort of 5-minute time killers. So yes, you're not going to play it for hours and hours and hours, but you can do. But they're just simple games you might play on the bus or waiting for a meeting or just killing some time.
Now, you've also worked with the likes of Gloucestershire's Dom Jolly, also John McCreary, Armstrong and Miller. The list goes on, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's been fun working with the celebrities, actually, and I've done apps from them and Al Murray, the pub landlord, as well, and it's been good for morale to meet for for us to meet the guys. We went behind the scenes with Armstrong and Miller. We went to John McCurrick's house. We've had Dom Jolly here in the office, so it's been really good fun.
And you've got a good team. Morning, guys. Morning. What are they all up to?
Who knows? Skiving, probably looking at Facebook. No, we're working on some exciting new games. We've got a follow-up to Flick Football coming up called Super Save, and we're making an app for the Royal Wedding called Royal Wedding.
Are you?
Yep. It's not a game, actually. It's a words and pictures app. We've been working with one of the top royal photographers called Ian Jones, and he's provided us with 100 photographs of William and Kate and Diana, Charles and Harry.
So you can give Kate Middleton her own hat, can you?
Maybe not that, any fashion advice, but you can certainly download our app.
How are you going to grow your business? Are you going to have to be careful not to grow it too fast?
Yeah, we're going to grow organically and carefully. The culture is very important here, so bringing on the right people with the right characteristics and the right skill set is absolutely vital for us. But when we find the right people, we'll bring them on board, and things are going well. We're in profit already, and we're going from strength to strength.
Now, I suppose you'd kind of think if somebody said to me, a high-tech company like this producing apps, I'd say, they'll probably be based in the Silicon Valley or in the middle of Soho or something like that. Cirencester?
I know, it's not the most likely place for a game studio. But
well, it's good for Gloucestershire.
Well, it's great, but I live in the Cotswolds. I have for the last 7 or 8 years. I absolutely love it here, and I wanted to base it in Cirencester. It's a great market town. We're right by all the shops and bars and restaurants and pubs. And, people are coming here from Bristol. We've had people move up from Falmouth, from Bournemouth, and we've got a guy moving from Rutland next week.
I can't leave here without having another go at. Can I have a go at one?
Yeah, which one do you want to have a go at? How about Armstrong and Miller's, their pilots game? The RAF pilots for Armstrong and Miller.
It's very windy. No, man, it's not windy.
So you need to jump out the aeroplane.
Okay, I'm going to leap out now.
Not bad, man. It's like not that windy and all this, isn't it? Isn't it?
How am I doing?
Not too bad. Here we go. You're going to land on the target.
Oh!
That was reasonable. It's reasonably windy, man, isn't it? Isn't it, though?
Ollie Christie, Managing Director of Neon Play, thank you.
Thanks very much.
What a laugh to spend your day making things like that. The Armstrong and Miller's Chav pilots. Now, I had a go at downloading the Paper Glider one yesterday. It's a free one, and it's certainly addictive. I was playing it on the train on the way home last night, and it's currently #1 in the free download charts if you go to Apple's App Store. So they've done really, really well. It's a great success story for Gloucestershire, and long may it continue.